I want to go across to the guests joining us. Guru Prakash Paswan is from the BJP, Sujata Paul from the Congress Party, Siddharth Sharma from the Aam Aadmi Party, Syed Faisal Ali is the RJD National General Secretary. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know exactly what I'm going to ask you. Why don't I go across to Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party first up? It's not a statement where you've pulled any punches, Siddharth. The question I want to ask you, though, is your intentions have always been clear and you've made this a red line of sorts for yourself. But how do you expect the Congress to be favourable to you or respond favourably to you when you put them in such a corner in the public domain? You're not doing this behind the scenes.
Yeah, Shivani, since I've become the black sheep in this program or the fulcrum of the highlight, howsoever you look at it.
Not at all. Siddharth, I don't know why you're calling yourself the black sheep. Absolutely not. I've got 3 members of the opposition and only BJP on one side.
No. It was out of jest that I was saying, just
Go
to
ahead.
make it a little bit cool the issue. That's what my either you look at me as a black sheep or the fulcrum of the highlight. But the issue here is that since this issue also has a context and a little bit of nuance, I hope you give me 2.5 minutes to explain myself very simple, very clearly and very concisely. What is the purpose of any unity? Be it Pandavas or Lord Ram coalition having a coalition with Vanar Sena. It is power or principle. What drives a unity? Does power drive a unity or principles drive a unity? Indian ethos and righteousness demands that we perform or perish for principle. That is what Sampati did, fighting for Sita ji against her kidnapping by Ravana. That is what Lord Ram did. That is what Lord Shri Krishna exalts us to do in the Gita also, irrespective of what the consequences are. The jet black midnight ordinance is sabotaging the very first article of India, which says that India is a union of states. States make a Indian Union, not the other way around.
But Delhi is not a state.
Is nullifying the votes of 2.5 crore Delhi people. Arvind Kejriwal today meeting the opposition or the people there was not as a individual, not as a head of a political party, but as a representative of 2.5 crore Delhiites. Now a Delhiite's vote has been nullified to 0. Now, on one hand, I would like to congratulate Nitish Kumar ji for making sure that all the opposition parties come together on his platform. And as he said, in principle, all of them agree to it. Now, the point of contention here is very simple. Congress of today is carrying a very hallowed legacy of its founding fathers framing the federalism in our constitution. We hope that Congress of today will live up to and act according to its legacy. It has not done as of today in our meeting. All the opposition, all the other regional parties had asked Congress to come up categorically. As of today, Congress has not said so. We hope that since Congress also carries a very hallowed legacy of framing federalism in the constitution was Congress's act. So I think today or tomorrow, good sense will prevail. We are not just hopeful, we are confident that Congress will come around and categorically.
You're saying this is a matter of principle for the Congress party. I don't disagree with you, but I think you're confused on the principle itself. The principle for them, as the likes of Ajay Makan and others have been saying, is that never in the history of Delhi has the government or the legislative assembly had the control over bureaucracy. Delhi was never envisaged to be like that, and Delhi has never been like that. It's not a full state. But in any case, let Sujata Paul respond to you. Sujata Paul, how will this work? And what do you make of the very caustic attack coming in against you, your party, by the Aam Aadmi Party? Because they're not just calling out your stance, they're forcing you to take it, or the entire opposition unity comes, maybe it falls. And they're also saying they are suspicious of your intentions and that you seem to have some sort of a deal with the BJP.
Certainly not. That is not how it is, and that might be how people might be made to look at it. But the fact is that everybody has had a chance to speak. Everybody has put forward their views, and this was the first meeting in a series of meetings which are going to happen now. And opposition unity is bound to take place. Here, I would like to point out that NDA lost its allies. Does that mean that the government doesn't stand? So similarly, the opposition stays as the opposition. and no matter who comes on board and who's not there. But we do want everybody to come on board. And of course, when there are issues like the Aam Aadmi Party is talking about, or some other party will come up with some issue. Now, don't forget that even Mr. Omar Abdullah might have a problem with Aam Aadmi Party having supported the BJP on Article 370 abrogation. But that doesn't mean that no doors can open. There is always a chance for a ventilator to open and light to come in. So let's wait and watch. And these are decisions which will be taken with time. And we will come to know what is going to happen in the future as far as
But why
this
don't
alliance
you
is
make your
concerned.
stand on the ordinance clear? Have you changed your stance? And are you going to come under the pressure of the Aam Aadmi Party?
A good question, but these decisions are, now they've put this forward. So obviously we are not like the BJP that will abuse Conrad Sangma, and then once we get 2 seats, then we'll call him up and say, oh, hello, we want to form the government with them. So here we will wait and we will discuss, because Mr. Kharge and Rahul ji were there at Patna. Now they'll come back to the capital. They will consult with other leaders, because we have a whole lot of people, right? And we are a large party. So we will discuss and you will come to know shortly.
Okay.